So with this bolt, I ended up using the bolt, which worked out pretty good, but as you can see, it's slightly off. The shafts are spot on. Both shafts are spot on. Best to do it there where there's no flat bit. But this bolt's got a slight wobble to it. So what I'll probably do is cut the bolt down a bit so this shaft can go in here more and get rid of as much shaft as possible. The more length, obviously, the bigger the wobble, and I'll get rid of a bit of the thread going in here, cut that off, so this shaft can be, this coupler will be right here, right where there is, and that should get rid of a fair bit more meat. Now in the build process, what I've found, so this is some 75 by 50, don't worry about that line there, that's second-hand steel, so yeah, that's actually 75 millimeters from there. That's 50, and the next one's 50 as well, and this is 40 because I needed a 10 mil drop down for here, or step that up with washers. So I thought I'll just use some 40 mil, and it's getting lighter. I'm trying to make it as light as possible. I've already got a fair bit of weight in here and here, but I'm reducing weight as much as I can. I probably could have used angle and 50 mil angle. I could have used 30 mil angle I had. I was going to use that, so it'll be this face and this face, and then step that up with washers. But I sort of wanted a bit of rigidity too. These welds and they're welded at the bottom. It makes it pretty rigid. But up this end, of course, we're just relying on this piece of steel to create the rigidity with these screws. And I thought the angle probably would work alright, but then you've got exposed screws and it all starts to get a bit messy. I've put some plastic plugs here, and I'll put some plastic plugs at the end here and probably there, I guess, just to try and keep it a bit safe. I've got a plug for here too, I've just got to drill a hole out for it and go over there. Just try and make it so. I mean, I've taken all the burrs off, but you know, I don't want to touch it and cut myself. So I'm going to clean up all these welds, and I might put a bit more weld in there, and just make it clean and neat. I mean, it's been a long time coming, this project, and I want to make it nice so it looks really good, because the intention with it is to show a few people, and they learn from it, and you know, I can get all this. I'll just spray all this up, give it some galvanized primer, and then just give it a spray job. Don't know, maybe I make it safety yellow. I'll probably make it black. Give it a clean up and make it nice and presentable. It's a really good machine, eh? Runs true, and this runs very, very slightly off. You can see the outrunner. A little bit of vibration I can feel on that too. But yeah, let's just short one of these wires out. No, I better not, actually. I better bolt it down before I do that, because it's a dead short. It's probably pretty heavy. There is a bit of a thing I need to deal with. Because this hasn't got a Hall effect sensor, when it starts, sometimes it can jiggle this way, and for the first time before, it actually started that way and it unwound this. So I was thinking I should pin this down, but then I thought, well, you know what? It turned out, I think it was because these wires were touching, and I think they were actually touching on, there was a bit of steel. Oh, it was actually that there, they were resting on that transformer. So yeah, I've got to give that a bit more thought, whether I should deal with that or actually leave it as it is, because it literally just pushes that way, and this sleeve pushes out of that sleeve, which is not a big deal. There's no damage done then. Rather than it going in reverse, not really an issue to go in reverse, except that it's threaded one way, it's all. So this is constantly tightening the way it is. Any load on there, it's constantly tightening. Let's just have a look at the slow it down a bit with my hand. Okay, so we can go up to 3 amps. A bit more and that should stop. So it won't do that for too long under big load because it loses its sensors, but this motor seems to be very forgiving. I think it, not sure how many poles it is. I'll have to pull one apart again and have a look inside. Thanks for watching.